What are these events, and describe some of these ads, and why are they so important to Scientology?
Good question. I was also the senior writer for the church through the middle 90s, that's in the marketing line. So I came up with a lot of the campaigns and the marketing campaigns, the marketing ads, the TV ads that were done. These things sort of feed a giant propaganda machine, which Miscavige put in starting in 1986 when Hubbard died. He had an event. That was the first time I ever saw Miscavige. I remember the short guy came up on stage, and I thought, well, who's this guy? And he's being sort of the MC, so I thought he must not be very important. It turns out that he was the most important one, but I didn't know who he was. And from there, the schedule of events grew like overnight, and so that they ended up having really a continuous series of these major events, which is a stage thing where you have a big auditorium full of Scientologists, anywhere from 2,000, 3,000, maybe up to 10,000 if they can get that many for some really big event, and all of it's videoed with multiple camera locations all over the hall, and beamed sometimes via satellite to every organization, every city where there's a church of Scientology on Earth. And for the far outlying ones, or the ones, at least let's say, beamed by satellite to all the ones in the United States, and then by a video, the following week they go to all the all the other countries that have Scientology churches. And basically what this is a vehicle by which Miscavige can disseminate his propaganda. And much of that because Scientologists are gung-ho, and Scientology produced improvements in their life, and so naturally they want to let other people know about a good thing. So they're willing to contribute to that. So Miscavige shows, here's our newest, this is where at these events he shows, here's our newest ads that we're going to, roll out to thousands of people are going to see these, and all over the U.S. and then country by country. It's going to be our biggest campaign ever. And let me show you the first ad. Here it is. And the lights go dark, and then boom, a video plays, and it's an ad or something. These events are totally choreographed. The speeches are worked on for months. The videos which play in between the speeches are worked on for months. There are hundreds of people that work on this whole production from, event to event. And it's a propaganda machine. Okay, Scientologists don't know all this. They see these new ads and they think, wow, man, this guy Miscavige is really getting something done. And they used to see a lot of the top people in Scientology, like Heber Jentz and so forth. It was used to be the president of the church up there talking and so forth. And they don't realize that these guys in between the events are digging ditches, or maybe they're digging out the cesspools at the cess pond, where they actually sewage in there. That's what happened up at Int Base. They are a lot of them have been declared suppressive since 2000 and even before that. They're considered nobodies except they're good faces to put up at events, because you have to have somebody up there giving the speeches. So, here's this whole presentation of all these ads and so forth to let the world know about Scientology. And the reason I know about this is because I used to write a lot of the ads and work on a lot of the marketing campaigns. And we ourselves didn't realize that this was all a false front. But when you experience it over a number of years, you realize that, you see the pattern. And the pattern is, show the ads. Scientologists are, pushed and shoved to donate money, like cash, to the cause, and so they write checks that are not refundable. You can't get a refund on a donation. What they don't see is the ads will run for maybe a time or two in their local city, so they might see one or two ads come on. They think, hey, yeah, here's the ads we heard about. And then all of a sudden they vanish, but they don't realize, because you think, well, maybe the ads ran during a different time when I wasn't watching TV. In actual fact, Miscavige pulled the funding plug on this, and I saw him do this. I saw him do it in 1988. I wrote a whole campaign, a series of campaigns that included 28 TV ads, whole campaigns for 11 different properties of Hubbard's, including major books like Fundamentals of Thought, New Slant on Life, Have You Lived Before This Life, Scientology 8008, bunch of different books. Well, only 7 of those 28 ads ever actually ran on television. Maybe it was 11, I think. And the funding was pulled really, within a couple of months. The girl, Manu Spencer, who was running the whole campaign, basically got busted for some sort of trumped up, unethical activity, and that's all that's what he does, is basically trump up imagined crimes. So boom, the next thing you know, she's off post. There's nobody left to run the Scientology campaign, which is where I came up with the tagline of "Know Yourself, Know Life," and boom, it's over. The ads are left on the shelf, nothing's happening, and for the rest of the year, Scientologists still think something's going on, but in actual fact, nothing's going on.